my brother, do you want to go into isolation? Do you want to seek the way to yourself? Linger a bit longer then, and listen to me. They say, whoever seeks easily gets lost himself. All isolation is guilt. The herd, they say that to themselves. And long have you belonged to the herd. The voice of the herd will still resonate in you too. And when you will finally say, I no longer am of one conscience with you, at that point it will be a lament and a pain. Behold, this pain itself bore the one conscience, and the last shimmer of this conscience still glows on your misery. But do you want to go the way of your misery, which is the way to yourself? Well then, show me your right and your strength to do that. Are you a new strength and a new right? A first movement? A wheel rolling out of itself? Can you compel even the stars to revolve around you? Oh, there is so much lust for the heights. There are so many spasms of the ambitious. Show me that you are not one of these lustful and ambitious ones. Oh, there are so many great thoughts that do nothing more than bellows. They puff up and make even emptier then. You call yourself free? Well, your dominating thought I want to hear then. And not just that you have escaped from a yoke. Are you the kind of person who has the right to escape from a yoke? There are some who threw away their last value when they threw away their servitude. Free from what? What does Zarathustra care? But brightly your eyes should signal to me. Free for what? Can you give yourself your own evil and good, and hang your own will above yourself like a law? Can you be your own judge and the avenger of your own law? It is terrible to be alone with the judge and avenger of one's own law. Thus does a star get thrown out into desolate space and into the icy breath of solitary being. Today you suffer still from the many, you lonely one. For today you still have your courage and your hopes intact. But one day solitude will make you weary. One day your pride will cringe and your courage will gnash its teeth. One day you will cry, I am alone. One day you will no longer see your high, and your low will be all too near. Your sublimity itself will frighten you like a ghost. One day you will cry, everything is false. There are feelings that want to kill the lonely one. If they do not succeed, well, then they must die themselves. But are you capable of being a murderer? Do you know the word contempt yet, my brother? And the agony of your justice, namely to be just to those who despise you? You have compelled many to relearn about you, and they weigh that heavily against you. You came near to them, and yet passed by. They will never forgive you for that. You pass over and beyond them, but the higher you climb, the smaller you are to the eyes of envy. But the ones who fly, that's who they hate the most. How would you be just toward me? You must say, I choose your injustice as my fair share. Injustice and filth they throw at the lonely one. But my brother, if you want to be a star, then you must shine through for them all the more. And beware of the good and the just. They like to crucify those who invent their own virtue. They hate the lonely one. Beware too of holy simplicity. Everything is unholy to it that is not simple. It also likes to play with fire, the stake. Oh, and brother, beware of the attacks of your love. Too quickly, the lonely one extends his hand to whoever he encounters. To some people, you should not give your hand, but instead, only your paw. And I want to make sure that your paw also has claws. But the worst enemy whom you can ever encounter will always be yourself. You ambush yourself in caves and woods. Lonely one, you go the way to yourself, and past you yourself leads your way, and past your 7 devils. To your own self, you will be a heretic, and witch, and soothsayer, and fool, and doubter, and unholy man and villain. You must want to burn yourself up in your own flame. How could you become new if you did not first become ashes? Lonely one, you go the way of the Creator. You will create yourself a god out of your 7 devils. Lonely one, you go the way of the lover. You love yourself, and that is precisely why you despise yourself, as only lovers despise. The lover wants to create because he despises. What does he know of love who did not have to despise precisely what he loved? With your love, go into your isolation, and with your creativity, my brother. And only later will justice limp after you. With my tears, go into your isolation, my brother. I love him who wants to create over and beyond himself, and thus perishes. Thus spoke Zarathustra.